What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video today. Sorry if I sound kind of like congested or like I'm dying. It's because I am. I have to get surgery to get my tonsils removed, and I'm gonna try to get a bunch of videos done. I ordered some parts for the car, so I'm gonna film those videos, get them done before I have to go get surgery for my throat. And I'll probably be out for a week and a half, the doctor said. It like kills me to talk because they're so swollen. And even if I talk so much, I don't even know if you noticed in previous videos, I can't like catch my breath because my throat is like that. Because my tonsils are that just so swollen, so infected, and I keep spitting up blood, and it's not good. They're bad, they have to come out. So I'm gonna get this video, get a few videos done for you guys before I have to go get surgery and get them out. Let's go for a ride in the Mustang. Let's talk about why I sold the Vette, reasons for it, and just keep you guys updated because the Vette was at the house for a little bit and I didn't want to do any videos with it. Like I could have, there was a million videos I could have did with the Mustang and the Vette, but I just didn't want to because I'm gonna let you guys know everything that happened with it and give you the full story front to end. But let's go for a ride. But let's get this cold start real quick. I love this car, guys. I don't know if I could ever sell it. So many videos with it, going to Mustang Week soon with it. Not taking the Fox Body Mustang Week, unfortunately. We're gonna take the new car. Hopefully we won't have any problems with it. Knock on some wood now. Someone go clip that of me saying that, and then if I break down, post that clip and tag me. So first thing I have to say about the Vette, I'm not gonna bash the Vette. I'm not gonna say it's a piece of junk Chevy, because I'm not gonna lie. I ran the absolute dog shit out of that car. Crazy amount of times I raced it for being a brand new car. And I know it was the first production year of the C8, so I knew stuff was bound to happen and I was willing to test my luck. But my luck did run out around like 6,500 miles, no, 6,300 miles on that car. The problem that I did have with my C8 was something with the 4-cylinder mode. So I don't even know how to explain this, guys. The Corvette tech was explaining to me. I never even knew anything about 4-cylinder mode, never even heard of it. No Ford products have it, so I was pretty much clueless when it came to it. I did my research a little bit, and it's like something it deactivates in the motor, but there's like a spring capsule thing. I don't know, it's spring loaded that shuts off half the motors from half the 4 cylinders from firing, as he explained to me. But I guess one of the springs collapsed or something. We never saw any part that like failure, so something could have been locked up, like a spring, which wasn't making it move. So a whole bunch of shavings of metal end up going through the whole motor. Mind you, I changed the oil 4 times, 500, like 50 miles, like 1,500 miles, 2,500 miles, and like, I think 5,000 and some change. Every oil change looked crystal clear. Like I did it at the dealer, so it would stay on record. And we went over the car, checked every problem that the C8s were having, such as like brake problems, coolant problems, transmission problems, like all types of leaks they were having. It was crazy. But anyway, we took the car on the lift and we would check it front to back, make sure the oil looked good every single time, and we did. So shortly after I did the headers on the car, we're probably at week 2 before H2OI. I was gonna take the car to H2OI, and the car started making a weird noise. And I thought it was maybe a gasket for one of the cats. It looked a little messed up because when we put it on and like it from moving and driving, I guess it got shifted or something. We didn't tighten them down. I mean, we did tighten them down super tight, but for example, if you go back and look at the other video, when the GM bolts, the factory bolts from GM for the header, the cats for the headers, they were bent. So there might be a lot of flexing or something in the exhaust when it's on the car, because those bolts were like straight crooked. Like they were like my finger right now. It was straight bent. And they were like, that's pretty crazy. Never seen exhaust bolts bend like that on a mid-engine car. Like I don't know how many mid-engine cars I've did exhaust. I haven't done any. But for a simple fact, I don't know why it would bend like that. And we're like, okay, maybe GM, they over-tightened them at the factory, no big deal. But that was kind of my first thought of why I had an exhaust leak. And then I was like, you know what, let me go and do my 5th oil change before I drive all the way to Ocean City. Mind you, my car maybe had 2,000 miles on the oil. Oil life said like 85% on it. So the oil did not need to be changed by any means. But the way I maintain my cars and take care of them, I like to change the oil and just make sure, just to be over safe so I don't run into any problems, and just double check it before a long drive. And the Corvette tech did end up hearing the noise, and he knew exactly what it was, drained the oil out of it, and my oil was full of shavings. It was nothing the headers caused, it was in the 4-cylinder mode is what he found out. He had a C7 actually at his house that he told me that did have the same problem, so that was my luck with my C8. No other problems with it, just that, and it was unfortunate, but I did sell it. And the reason I did have the car in my garage for so long is because it took General Motors to 3 months to get me a brand new motor for the car. Got a brand new motor for it. That took GM 3 months, and not one person at GM wanted to approve it, which really pissed me off because they were trying to say I did something to the car, I did something wrong with it. Headers is really not going to do anything to the motor besides sound because it was untuned, so we weren't like cranking up the timing, the high heaven. It's nothing. It's all sound. That's literally all it was. Unless you're like doing something else crazy for it, it wasn't going to hurt the car. I know plenty of guys that had their cars on the dynos. They raced their car with headers, and I asked them how they liked it. They said it feels like it picks up on the top end just a little bit. I seen the most I've seen out of headers was 5 horsepower, guys. So it wasn't like I was putting a supercharger or twin turbos. It was something small, and that was the only thing I could really do to the C8 besides like wrapping it in wheels, and I wasn't trying to drop another like 10-15,000 on wrapping wheels for everything. But my point I'm getting across is there was nothing you could really do to the C8s besides headers that weren't going to void the warranty or anything crazy. GM did end up replacing the motor after 3 months. I got the car back. I let it sit for a little bit just for the simple fact I wanted to make sure that the car had no leaks, the motor was fine. I ran countless tanks of gas through it, and then after it was done, got it sent off to the auction, like put it all through the website, and had the car sold. I pretty much broke even with it. Granted, I did put 6,000 plus miles on it, and it was all on Carfax and everything, so car sold, good money. I'm happy with it. The C8 platform, guys, I know we're all Mustang guys, but I gotta give credit where credit's due. The C8 Corvette is a phenomenal car. Handling, braking, stopping wise. I think there's some McLaren in front of me. Okay, that was fresh. Like I was saying, I wanted to be upfront and honest with you guys, tell you everything that happened, and that's honestly what happened. The car had its problems. I mean, I'm sure you guys saw that other C8 at 67 miles, I'm pretty sure it was, dropped the valve, and that's insane. I mean, I've never seen a car do that before. I know what happens. These cars are mass produced, and GM was pushing them out at a rate of like an insane fast rate because the demand was so high for them. That's the reason people were getting 40,000 over sticker. People were making crazy amount of money on them. I'm kind of glad I bought it because I got to experience another brand of a car, and I'm happy I did because I met a lot of awesome people through getting the Corvette, and it's just guys, it's just all luck, and sometimes you got to take the opportunities you get and just run with it because good things can come out of it. And everyone's like, why did you trade your C8 for a Mustang? The C8, there was nothing I could do with it. So when I was saying if you do anything to the car, it voids the warranty, yes, I understand that. You do anything to the Mustang, it voids your warranty to an extent. So, and there's ways of getting around it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know when you have a Mustang and if something happens, you can put it back to stock and take it back to the dealer, and Ford won't know. But Ford knows, but they technically don't know. And I'm sure they're going to figure out a way to do that in the future, doing stuff with all the technology stuff, because that's what the C8 had. So like, for example, with the C8, the car has updates, guys. Like I'd never seen a car do that before. So you guys remember when the frunk was having a problem popping up? So Corvette or General Motors sent out an update for it. Okay, we're gonna fix the frunk problem, and maybe they thought it was something with the key fob, like activating the frunk to pop open while people were driving. If you unlock the ECU, like you know when you unlock the ECU of the Mustang to tune it, and you get all those flashing lights because the Ford computer is like, what the heck are you doing? So if you unlock the C8 ECU, the ECU will send a notification to General Motors. General Motors gets that notification, notes it. Okay, this guy with the white Corvette with this VIN, match it up, voided it, or like unlocked his ECU, because this guy's probably modifying it. So they note that, and they will go under the computer system and void your warranty directly. That's what I was explaining to some people. That's what I was told at the dealer by the Corvette tech, and it was pretty crazy. I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know it was an actual thing. I didn't know they were like that technologically advanced by knowing stuff like that. Granted, I did want to mod the car out and race it a lot more, but it just didn't get to happen, guys. That's why I was like, you know what? I'd rather get a car. Yes, I could get a GT500. Yes, I can get a Supra. I can get some crazy cars, double the price of a regular Mustang GT. But that's not the point. I really didn't want anything crazy expensive. I'm not that type of person. I really didn't like how flashy the C8 was. I'm just not that type of guy. I mean, I wear Vans that have holes in them every day, and people literally look at my shoes like I'm homeless. But I'm just not that type of person. I'm a hoodie, jeans, black pair of Nike shorts, and a t-shirt type of dude. I really don't care. I like to spend all my money on cars, obviously. You guys see that in my truck. But when it comes to like flashy stuff, I'm really not that type of person. Nothing is going to last forever, let's be honest. But I do think Ford stuff is better. Let's just get that straight first. Ford stuff is definitely better than GM. That's just hands down. All my Ford products, I absolutely slaughter and beat to the point of no return. I had that Chevy truck that as my rental. You guys saw that red one. So that explains the rental, why I had a red Chevy truck. It was not a nice truck. I'm sorry. Anyone that has a Chevy truck, dude, please just go test drive an F-150, anything, or a 250, whatever you want. Anything but a Chevy, dude. The inside was so cheap. I know that truck had electrical problems because I would straight up, guys, no joke, I swear to God, I have it on Snapchat. I would turn the truck off, right? When you turn the vehicle off, all the power is supposed to die when you get out of the car. The radio will stay on for a few seconds while you're in the car and the doors are still shut. But I got out of the truck, keys in my hand, the truck was turned off, all the power was off, and I would shut the door and the radio would stay playing, like at full volume on Bluetooth. That happened when I took the truck to H2OI just to drive something down there because I had no other vehicle. And I don't know, guys, it was just, that truck just gave me so many red flags within like the 5,000 or 6,000 miles I put on it. But Chevy trucks is no bueno, guys. One more thing, make sure you subscribe. At 100,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do something crazy. No other YouTube I've ever seen on the internet do it. I've only told like maybe 2 other people about this, and I don't wanna give any secrets, but just if you watched all the way to the end of this video and you're hearing this, thank you for watching the whole thing, and just make sure we hit 100,000 subs. That's the goal for 2021. Hit 100K, and you guys are gonna find out something crazy. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna get to meet a lot of y'all. So hit that subscribe button because we're going big, guys. Stay tuned.